Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica Flynn and I am the owner and maker of Flynn Sisters Boutique. And today I'm going to do a really quick video on how to make these beaded lanyards. These make great gifts for teachers and anybody who's required to carry around a badge or something around a lanyard. You're going to love this video. You're going to see all the products listed and linked down below in the description box. You might even find some discount codes for you there as well. And if you're new to my channel, please be sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss a new video. We upload every Wednesday and Saturday. So that's enough chit chat from me. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, you guys, so we're gonna start with our little lanyard piece here. This is like a nylon kind of rope, I think it's nylon, I'm not sure. But it's gonna come with these two little beads here at the end. This is what this opens and closes. This is how you would put it on and take it off, or you can just slip it over your head. It's a pretty large piece here, okay? So when you buy these, they're gonna come just like this. We got this at platinummousebeads.com. I will have them linked down below. I think that's the website, I'm not sure. I will link it in the description box, okay? So first things first, we're going to cut off the knots that are holding these little clasp beads on, okay? So you're just gonna move the knots up through the hole here. Might need a tool to help you out. Okay. And then I'm just gonna cut off the knot as close to the knot as possible. And then we'll set these aside. Don't lose these. And then I'm just gonna melt the ends with a lighter. All right, and then what we're gonna do is add a swivel clasp to the end of our lanyard. So a swivel clasp is this thing right here on a keychain. I have a ton of these, okay? So we're just gonna open that jump ring, put our swivel clasp on right here. Okay, so we should have something that looks like this. We're gonna set this aside, set our extra keychain hardware aside, and then we're gonna drill our beads. So I've got my drill here. The drill bit that I'm using today is 532, so it's 532 size. Okay, and then I've got some clamps here. I've also got a small piece of silicone mat. This is just from an old silicone mat that I have, okay? And that's gonna help me hold my bead in place with my clamps. So do not try to hold the bead with your hands while you're drilling it, okay? Because you can risk drilling your hand. So please do not do that. So I'm just gonna hold it with the clasp here. Okay, hold it as tight as you can and the hole facing out, okay? And then I've got my drill. Make sure you have your drill settings correct. Okay, and we're just going to line up the drill bit right at that hole. Got away from me there, that's okay. Okay, and then we've got our drilled hole. The reason we're drilling a hole in these beads is because the hole that they come with is too small to fit on this thicker nylon cording here, okay? So that's why we're drilling the holes. So here we're gonna do again. Hopefully this one doesn't get away from me. So with the silicone, I'm just gonna put it in my clamp, hold it as tight as I can. You want to make sure you're wearing safety glasses when you do this so the plastic doesn't come up and hit you in the eye. But it's really not that bad. I mean, you can get through a bunch of these pretty quickly. If you didn't want to have to drill your hole, you could just get a lanyard that wasn't so thick. So here we go. Nice clean hole. And I'm even going to do the same thing with my silicone bow. So this is a silicone bead. The hole goes through the center here, but I need the hole to go through here. So we're just going to drill a hole in this one also. This one is a little bit trickier, but we can do it. So just hold the drill. Good enough. So our hole should go right through that center. Okay. All right. So once we got all of our beads drilled, I'm going to start stringing them on our lanyard. I'm going to start with the silicone bead first. This one's going to be a little bit tricky. So I've got my jewelry picker here that's got this kind of needle point end. I'm going to use that to help push that string through. All right, so here I've got my first silicone bead on, and then we'll add on the others. Obviously, you could do these in any order combination that you want. The possibilities are endless. I think the hardest part with these projects for me are picking my beads. Now, if your cord got a little damaged when you were trying to poke it through, just take a lighter to it and melt any of those frayed spots, okay? So once we got our beads on here, we can add the clasp beads back on. Okay, they're gonna go right back on the same way they were before, and you're gonna tie a knot with either end, trying to get that knot as close to the edge as possible. I just go one time with my knot, cut off any excess, and then we're gonna melt the ends, okay? Same here. Okay, and then melt the ends. So we should have something like this. And now this is super cute. We could stop here, but we're gonna add a really cute acrylic embellishment here. So I have a small acrylic blank. I think this is a 1.5 inch blank. I will link it down below. This is the whimsical rainbow blank that I got from Wood Elf Crafting. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna wanna do for our acrylic blank is remove the protective paper off of just one side. We're gonna leave the paper on the back for this one. And then we need to prep our blank. So to prep my blank, I've got a little sanding block here, just a 60 grit sanding block. You just want to rough up that acrylic really quick, and then clean it off with some rubbing alcohol and a paper towel. Okay, and then we're going to add our UV resin and our glitter. So I've already mixed my UV resin with some glitter. This was probably less than 10 milliliters of resin. I'm using the UV resin from Counterculture. Okay, and we're just gonna spread it onto our blank with a stainless steel stir stick here. The trick to this is not too much glitter, but not too little a glitter. You want to strike a good balance to get really good coverage, depending on the look you're going for. The glitter I'm using here is Nookie from Peachy Olive Glitters. I will have a link down below on where you can find it, as well as a discount code. Kind of avoiding the hole, okay? I'm gonna hit it with my torch really quick, just to pop any bubbles, and then immediately turn on your UV light. This is the Vilshire light from Amazon. I will have it linked down below. This combination of this UV light and this particular UV resin is amazing. All right, so my glitter and resin are all nice and hard. So now I'm gonna add the vinyl, little decals. These decals for the acrylic blanks come with the blank when you purchase it. So when you log into your account on Wood Elf Crafting, after you purchase one of these blanks, it will be in your account and you can download it. It'll be pre-sized and everything. All right, so now I'm just gonna layer my decal. Easier said than done. Probably should have grabbed the smallest piece first, but whatever. All right, and then we'll just place that right onto our blank. And then you'll see that we covered the hole with our vinyl, so we want to just cut that part out. Okay, ends up looking nice and clean. Next, we're just going to apply the resin over the top of that to seal in our vinyl. So I'm just going to add a small, probably less than a dime size amount. And just use my silicone brush tool here to spread it all over my piece. Hit it with my torch really quick to blast any bubbles under our light. All right, and while I'm waiting for that to dry, we're also going to address our little clip that we're going to attach later to our badge clip. You could probably buy this particular piece aside from these badge reels, but I didn't have time to order those, so I'm just going to use them from an extra badge reel that I have laying around. So you're just going to separate it like that. Set this little ring aside. I'm going to put a little bit of resin and glitter right in there to give it a little bit of detail. So I'm just going to use whatever we have left over in here. A very small amount. Put it in there. Put this under the UV light. All right, so here's our blank. Now, I actually forgot to drill a hole in the bottom of this one. See, like I drilled a hole in the bottom of this. The reason we want to drill a hole in the bottom is so we can attach the badge hardware and things like that. You don't have to do that if you wanted to just attach your badge hardware to the swivel clasp, but I just think this is really cute. So what we're going to do to drill a hole is we're going to grab that same piece of silicone mat that we had from earlier and our clamp. Careful not to clamp too hard because you can crack these. I did it earlier. Okay. And get your drill bit right where you want it, right directly beneath the other one. Okay. Start a little bit slow. And there's our hole. So again, I would have done this before I put the resin on it and everything else, but I forgot. We'll remove the paper backing from the back. And then I'm going to use the jump ring from one of those keychain hardwares. And we'll just add that to the swivel clasp on our lanyard. Close up our jump ring. So if you want, you can use the triangle ring from the badge reel that we took the badge clip off of earlier. And that'll work out just fine. I'm gonna add this to the back actually. All right, and so there we are. Got our finished lanyard here. Look at how cute. So then they can attach their badge here, or they can attach their keys, whichever they prefer, or you can make these however you want really, but I just think they're so adorable. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments, and if you liked my video, please be sure to give us a big thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I upload new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you soon. And a big thank you to all of our Flynn Sisters exclusive members. Thank you for your pledge. Your support means the world to our channel. If you love this video, you could check out our last video here. Also be sure to find us on Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, and of course subscribe for all our new videos that come out every Wednesday and Saturday. Thanks so much for watching. See you soon.